that thing on? I think so.
Hi, I'm Tom Service. We live in Clarence, Rockland, Ontario. My daughter is Ariel. She's 9 years old and she has MPS I.
Hey everybody, it's Jenn Elder from my backyard in Peterborough here. Some of you may know me. I am Anissa's mom. Anissa has MPS I.
Hi, my name is Terry.
And I'm Judy.
And our daughter Sarah has MPS I.
Otherwise known as Hurler syndrome.
There was this one day, just one afternoon, it was just laying Anissa down for her nap, and I just stood there at the side of her crib and held onto the side of the crib, and everything in my body was telling me that something was wrong.
So the major indicators for Sarah was a heart murmur, which turned out to be an atrial valve.
Atrial septal defect.
Yeah, and a prolapse in her mitral valve.
Yeah.
A kyphosis of her spine, which was a bending of her spine, not gaining weight as fast, not meeting her milestones as fast.
Yeah, I also remember looking at her facial features, and that's one of the reasons, that was the other, another clue for our doctor and her pediatrician too, to think, oh, there's something going on, you know, kind of coarse fascia, or the eyes are a little more wide set.
She just looked like her dad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I didn't see anything in that.
Works way better on her, thankfully. Yeah.
Yeah.
Our general practitioner, when he originally noticed that Ariel had some inflammation in her organs, he had a sneaking suspicion it was MPS I, but a lot of general practitioners don't have a lot of experience dealing with MPS disorders.
Our family doctor said to us, who was doing just our regular monthly checkups for the newborn, he said, oh, you now have two things that have developed since birth. That's probably genetic, and that was a shock to me.
Yeah.
We had no history of anything like that in the family on either side. So Sarah?
Next a little short, I have a little hiding step stool.
Oh, that's very cool.
I'm said earlier, I like Harry Potter, so I have my wands.
Wine collection.
I'm a Hufflepuff, I have the crest, and I have quotes.
So Anissa saw a pediatrician several times. We saw a nursing specialist, we saw a clubfoot specialist, we saw a radiologist, and back to the pediatrician. And this all took about a year. We received a call from the orthopedic doctor who wanted Anissa back up at the hospital the next day. That was to specifically run a dry blood sample test, a urine sample, x-rays, and head measurements. 2 days later, we received a phone call back advising us that they were not able to rule out, but actually that Anissa had tested positive for MPS I.
We never in a million years thought that Ariel would have this particular genetic disorder. Before her diagnosis, I had never even heard of MPS, let alone know that myself or Ariel's mom was even a carrier. What is your favorite things to do?
I like to go swimming. I like camping. I like to see my Madeline TV.
You like to see your cousins when you're camping?
Yeah.
What about your brother? You love your brother?
Yeah. He's so cute.
I wish that I didn't minimize what I was feeling. I wish that I had said, there's something wrong.
You know, some people have a hunch, and if you do, my advice to you is be an advocate for your child. If you have someone who doesn't know what it is, get a referral to someone who does. Because time is of the essence in this syndrome, and the fact that Sarah was transplanted at 12 months made a significant impact in her life. She went through school, she had a little help, she got accepted to college.
So my biggest advice would be don't wait. If you think there's something, ask the questions.
You bring a unique perspective to your child. They only see the child in that moment at that appointment. You live with your child who is experiencing these different things.
Really, Ariel, you would never know any different from her. Like, she is just a regular kid, right? She just does things like all the other kids, like everyone else. She doesn't think of herself as any different. So growing up, understanding that, sure, she went through some real hardships, but I think that's just made her even stronger for it.
I know it's a long, rambling way to try to describe a diagnosis from start to end, but there is no straight, point A to point B. You've got to go through the journey, and that's all that I have to say for right now. So I guess I'm gonna sign off, everyone. Take care.
That's it. See ya. Boo.